The year 1811 dawned like any other, but a darkness was stirring. Deep beneath the heartland of America, a slumbering giant was about to awaken. From December 1811 to February 1812, the earth shook with a violence unknown in American history. The Mississippi River, the lifeblood of the nation, turned against itself and ran backward. The sky blazed with a fiery omen, a comet of unprecedented brilliance. This was the year of the New Madrid earthquakes, a time when the natural order of the world seemed to unravel. People living in the sparsely populated Mississippi Valley were caught in a terrifying spectacle. The earthquake struck in a series of 3 catastrophic jolts, each one more powerful than the last. The ground rippled and swayed, tossing people and objects like toys. Buildings crumbled, forests toppled, and the very landscape was reshaped before their eyes. The earth opened up, swallowing homes and livestock, the air filled with the deafening roar of the earth and the cries of terrified people and animals. The New Madrid earthquakes were a series of 3 major earthquakes, along with hundreds of smaller tremors. They struck the central Mississippi Valley, a region encompassing parts of Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Illinois. The largest of these quakes, estimated to have been around magnitude 8 on the Richter scale, were felt as far away as Boston and New Orleans. The ground shook so violently that church bells rang spontaneously in Charleston, South Carolina, over 1,000 miles away. The Mississippi River, the artery of the American frontier, became a scene of chaos and destruction. The earthquakes caused massive landslides along the river's banks, sending tons of earth and trees crashing into the water. The riverbed itself rose and fell, creating monstrous waves that tossed boats like driftwood. In some places, the river even flowed backward for a time, a testament to the unimaginable power unleashed beneath the surface. The Mississippi River Valley, once a symbol of America's westward expansion, was now a landscape scarred by the fury of nature. Perhaps the most dramatic example of the earthquake's power was the formation of Reelfoot Lake in Tennessee. Before the earthquakes, this area was a vast, low-lying forest, but the tremors caused the ground to subside, creating a massive depression that quickly filled with water from the overflowing Mississippi River. Almost overnight, a new lake, over 15,000 acres in size, appeared on the map. Reelfoot Lake, named for its unusual shape resembling a human foot, stands today as a stark reminder of the Earth's raw power. The devastation was widespread. Forests were leveled, their trees snapped like twigs. The ground was riddled with fissures, some so wide and deep that they swallowed entire houses. Sand blows, a phenomenon where pressurized sand erupts from the ground, created miniature volcanoes across the landscape. The Mississippi Valley, once a vibrant wilderness teeming with life, was now a scene of unimaginable destruction. The New Madrid earthquakes were a stark reminder of the raw power that lay dormant beneath the surface of the seemingly stable Earth. The earthquakes of 1811 to 1812 were accompanied by a series of strange and unsettling phenomena. Animals behaved erratically in the days and weeks leading up to the quakes. Birds flew in confused patterns, dogs howled incessantly, and snakes were seen fleeing their dens in the dead of winter, as if sensing the impending doom. The very air seemed charged with an unnatural energy. As if the earthquakes themselves weren't terrifying enough, the winter sky held another spectacle that fueled the anxieties of the time. A bright, fiery comet blazed across the night sky, its tail stretching across the heavens. This comet, later known as the Great Comet of 1811, became inextricably linked to the earthquakes in the minds of those who witnessed both events. Many saw the comet as an ominous portent, a celestial harbinger of the earthly upheavals that were to come. The Great Comet of 1811, visible to the naked eye for an astonishing 260 days, became an object of fear and fascination. Its appearance coincided with a period of heightened religious fervor in America, known as the Second Great Awakening. Preachers seized upon the comet as a sign of God's wrath, a celestial warning of the coming judgment day. The earthquakes, they proclaimed, were a manifestation of God's displeasure, a punishment for the sins of humanity. The comet's appearance fueled apocalyptic fears. People flocked to churches, seeking solace and salvation in the face of what seemed like the end of the world. The earthquakes and the comet, once seen as unrelated natural phenomena, became intertwined in the popular imagination as symbols of a cosmic reckoning. The year 1811 also saw the rise of Tatawa, the Shawnee prophet and brother of the famed Shawnee leader Tecumseh. Tatawa preached a message of Native American resistance to westward expansion and a return to traditional ways. He claimed to have visions and the power to predict the future. The earthquakes, he declared, were a sign that the Great Spirit was angered by the white man's encroachment on native lands. Tatawa's prophecies resonated with many Native American tribes who saw the earthquakes as a sign of their impending doom at the hands of westward expanding Americans. The earthquakes, once seen as natural disasters, took on a new meaning, becoming symbols of resistance and a rallying cry for Native American unity. The New Madrid earthquakes were the most powerful earthquakes ever to strike the United States east of the Rocky Mountains. They left an indelible mark on the landscape, transforming the Mississippi Valley and creating new geological features that still exist today. The earthquakes serve as a stark reminder of the powerful forces that shape our planet, often without warning. The earthquakes had a profound impact on the people who lived through them. They instilled a deep-seated fear of the Earth's unpredictable nature and a sense of awe at the power of the natural world. The events of 1811 to 1812 became woven into the fabric of American folklore, passed down through generations as tales of survival, resilience, and the enduring power of nature. The New Madrid earthquakes remain a source of fascination and mystery. Scientists continue to study the New Madrid seismic zone, trying to understand what caused these incredibly powerful earthquakes in the middle of the North American tectonic plate. The earthquakes of 1811 to 1812 serve as a reminder that even in the most seemingly stable of places, the Earth can still surprise us with its awesome and unpredictable power. The New Madrid earthquakes were a defining moment in American history. They were a time of terror and upheaval, but also a time of resilience and renewal. The earthquakes tested the limits of human endurance and left an indelible mark on the land and the people who experienced them. They stand as a testament to the power of nature to both destroy and create, and to the enduring spirit of those who live in the shadow of its might.